Tonight on Newscenter, President Jones hosts campus talk, update on the Boston bombing trial, and the baseball team makes a push for the playoffs. These stories and more next on Newscenter.
Good evening and welcome to Cutv Newscenter for the week of April 9th, 2015. I'm Catherine Leberfinger.
And I'm Santina Murin.
California University students that have questions for the president have a forum to ask them, and that forum is Campus Talk. I was in attendance for the latest installment this week. President Jones held her semesterly Campus Talk here at the Convocation Center, where students are able to ask questions of the president and the administration. President Jones comments on how she thinks the event went.
I would say it was a success, and the reason I say that, because each semester when I've done Campus Talk, the numbers of students in attendance continues to grow. So that lets me know that students are appreciating the opportunity to either ask a question of the president or to share comments and their concerns, so yes.
She also hopes that students took something away from Campus Talk.
I want to believe what they've gained from today's talk is that they have an administration here that is open to hearing the concerns and questions from the students.
If you missed Campus Talk, if you see President Jones around campus, she strongly encourages you come up and ask her any questions you have on your mind. For CUTV News Center, I'm Catherine Leberfinger.
One of the more tragic stories of the past few years was the bombing of the Boston Marathon. With the trial of the bomber wrapping up this week, Ryan Kaufman joins us with an update.
Santina, the deliberations took only 11 hours, spread over 2 days, to come to a guilty verdict the jury handed down yesterday. And with that guilty verdict can come the death penalty. In January 2013, Tsarnaev and his partner managed to kill 4 people along the marathon route and injure 61. Now it's his life he's fighting for. The Boston bombing suspect has been found guilty by a jury on all 30 counts brought against him 2 years after the Boston Marathon bombing. Tsarnaev appeared in court and stood to listen as the counts were read. He was found guilty on charges 1 through 17, all of which carried the death penalty. Charges 18 through 30 did not carry the death penalty. Next up for Tsarnaev is awaiting the verdict from the same jury on if he will get life in prison or the death penalty. If Tsarnaev gets the death penalty, he will be the youngest modern-day American to get the sentence. The event happened in April 2013, but has only built a stronger community in Boston. This town is resilient and hasn't let this shake in them.
Watching the Pittsburgh Pirates take on the Milwaukee Brewers, then be sure to attend Cal U Day at PNC Park Friday, April 17th at 7:05 p.m. The event is represented by the Sports Management Club, and they are encouraging students, faculty, and staff to join in on the fun. Keep in mind, it is Free T-Shirt Friday as well. The cost is $35, which includes a loaded ticket value of $5 to be used towards food and beverage purchases. The deadline for ordering is Friday, April 10th.
Myth, fact, or both. The turning waters of the Mon River may be home to a creature more at home in a Louisiana bayou than in the 724 area code. Numerous eyewitnesses recently have reported seeing an alligator in the Monongahela River. An hour-long search that involved the Coast Guard, Collinsburg Volunteer Fire Department, Southwest Regional Police, and the Pittsburgh Zoo did not result in the capture of the animal. As alligators are unlikely to survive the cold winter, it is believed that if there is one in the river, it was released there quite recently. Eyewitnesses have reported seeing glowing eyes at night, something big moving against the current, and even a duck dragged down to a watery grave. If you see any signs of this creature, call the Southwest Regional Police at 724-929-8484.
Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated is bringing back the first pageant Cal U has had in a very long time, called the Miss Crimson and Cream Pageant. It is this Sunday, April 12th, 2015 at 6:11 p.m. in the Old Main Chapel. The admission fee is $3. Registration is officially open for the End Violence Center's annual event, Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. This event is inspired from the idea that you can't really understand someone until you walk a mile in their shoes. So, To show support for victims of sexual violence, relationship violence, and stalking, men will literally walk through campus wearing women's high-heeled shoes. Walking the walk helps us talk the talk to open up lines of communication about violence. It not only is a visible representation to our campus community that there are courageous men who care about these issues, but it's also an opportunity for men to honor people in their lives who have been impacted by violence. Organize a team today and register via NV's OrgSync page. The first 75 men who register will be provided with high heels, and every man will receive a free t-shirt and lunch. While this event is strictly for men, the campus community is encouraged to show their support the day of the event on April 23rd at 11 in front of the Natali Student Center.
This week in the Cal Times, be sure to check out a story on Dr. Sheffield's last lecture, a preview on the Dan and Shay concert, and a season in review of the women's basketball team's road to the national championship. Due to a bit of a cold bug going around this week, neither Matt nor Damon could be with us for weather. Here is the 5-day forecast. Friday, chance of rain and a high of 70 degrees. The weekend looks mostly clear with a high of 72 on Sunday. The high temperatures continue on Monday and Tuesday, but with the high temperatures, a chance of rain on Monday and Tuesday shows partly cloudy skies. So Santina, since I've been a freshman, I have always been in attendance for the Walk a Mile in Her Shoes, and I think it's wonderful to actually see men on this campus come out and support women, because it can't just be women who are talking about these issues.
Right, no, you're exactly right. And it is really nice to actually see the guys take a stand, show their support, and it's obviously for a great cause, there's great reasons behind it, and then it's also fun to watch guys literally walk in women's heels.
It is fun. I've known several people who've done it, so everyone should definitely come out and show their support.
Absolutely. Coming up after the break, Haley Ataro has your entertainment report. Stay tuned.
The Multimedia Access Center is an open lab where California University students can work on an assignment, attend a workshop, print a document for class, or take advantage of a variety of services such as large format printing, web development, and graphic design. Located in the renovated Natali Student Center across from the student bookstore, the Mac Lab is also your home for OrgSync support and services. For hours of operation or for more information, stop by the Mac Lab, visit our website, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter. For almost 30 years, CUTV has been the campus and community home for local news, sports, and entertainment. Broadcast in 100,000 homes in southwestern Pennsylvania, CUTV provides complete coverage of Vulcan sports as well as high school football coverage. Broadcast weekly live, CUTV Newscenter provides coverage of local and campus events, weekend weather, sports highlights, and feature stories. For more information on CUTV, check us out on the web, friend us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter.
One decision, endless possibilities. California University of Pennsylvania opens your mind to more than 130 programs of study. Programs that matter to education, to healthcare, to technology, to the future of our world. California University of Pennsylvania, because the world is waiting for you.
Visit or apply online, calu.edu.
Save preset 1 for CalU's best music. More music in the car, more music at the door, more music everywhere. This is 91.9 WCAL Power 92. The home of the Vulcan Nation, playing CalU's best music. 91.9 WCAL. WCAL Power 92.
Welcome back to CUTV News Center. I'm Haley Ataro with your entertainment report. The internet is a wild and crazy place, and each week there are a few stories that need to be brought to the masses. Mike Mays is here to tell you about a few things he found online.
Hi, my name is Mike Mays. My friends consider me an expert on finding strange and little weird things online. So here are 3 things I found online this week. A 19-year-old teen was arrested for impersonating an officer to get free ice cream. Chase was later caught by police from photos he posted online. Brooklyn DJ and his friends decided to throw a dance party on the subway in New York, getting the subway riders to join in on the fun. A dog owner teaches his border collie to play table tennis by holding the paddle in his mouth. The owner says it took his dog about a week to learn how to play, and his dog loves doing it. So there you have it, my 3 things I found online for this week. If you guys find anything, let us know. For CUTV News Center, I'm Mike Mays.
This week in pop culture, Snapchat updated its app to reveal a new emoji ranking system. When you open the updated Snapchat, you'll be greeted by some unexpected emojis. Instead of publicly displaying your most frequent Snap partners with the best friends list, Snapchat is now lining up emojis with users to show who you're closest with. To give an example of just a few, the gold heart means this person is the user you send the most snaps to, and they also send the most snaps to you. The grit teeth emoji means this person sends the most snaps at the same person that you send the most snaps to. And the smirk means that you are one of the people they send snaps to most, but they are not one of the people you send snaps to the most. The update has gotten a lot of mixed reviews online, as some users like the new addition while others do not. Also with the new update this week is the emojis on Apple's software, the iOS 8.3, which has a heavy focus on emoji improvements. The update brings an updated emoji picker that organizes emojis into categories in an easy scrollable list, a new diversified emoji with an expanded family options, and skin tone modifiers for changing the look of people's emojis. There are also several new flags, an updated phone, computer, and watch emoji that resemble the iPhone, Mac, and Apple Watch. Kanye West is getting sued for allegedly attacking a paparazzi photographer this week. The rapper was sued by a paparazzi who maintains that he was attacked by West while trying to take pictures of him at the Los Angeles International Airport. Daniel Ramos asked if he could chat with Kanye, and when he suddenly turned and started wrestling the camera from Daniel and physically punching and attacking him. Daniel is seeking unspecified damages for allegations of battery, assault, negligence, and interference with the exercise of civil rights. Starbucks, the Seattle-based coffee giant, announced today that it will allow every single employee to attend 4 years of college and graduate completely debt-free. In other words, the company is promising to shell out a huge chunk of change on tuition in total of $250 million. The details of the program are pretty simple. All eligible full-time or part-time Starbucks employees can apply and attend Arizona State University's online degree program completely on the company's dime, as long as they continue to work at the coffee restaurant. Coming up on the Cal calendar, this Saturday, April 11th, is the Honors Convocation. This event will be held in the Convocation Center from 2 to 5 p.m. The university recognizes academic excellence on the part of master's, bachelor's, and associate degree-seeking students by honoring presidential scholars at this annual event. Next Tuesday, the 7th, is CalU's Strike a Spark Conference. This inaugural conference on research, scholarship, creative activity, and application highlights the efforts of our learning and teaching community. This event will be held in the Convocation Center from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Considering law school or a career as a lawyer, meet an attorney and ask questions. Local attorney Lisa J. Boudet, Associate Director of Admissions for Duquesne Law School, speaks on April 14th and will be available to answer questions. Sessions are free at both 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. This week, playing in the Vulcan Theater is the remake of the classic film Annie. Ever since her parents left her as a baby, little Annie has led a hard-knock life with her calculating foster mother, Miss Hannigan. However, all that changes when hard-nosed billionaire Will Stacks takes her on in the recommendation of his advisors. Stacks believes that he's Annie's guardian angel, but the spunky youngster's confidence and sunny outlook may be what Annie needs to save Will instead. Showtimes are 4, 8, and 11 on select dates. You know, guys, I was talking about those updates earlier to, the iPhone and the Snapchat app. I like the emoji update. I think it's cool. Like, I can now have a brunette princess emoji, which makes me excited. What do you guys think?
Honestly, I don't have an iPhone, so my emojis have, since I've gotten my new phone, have been a little different. The Snapchat one, I didn't like their first update. I'm still confused. I'm still not 100% sure how to add people. The emoji thing, okay. It doesn't really, I don't know. I don't really get it.
Yeah.
I have a fear of updating my phone, so I have not. I just, in my mind, I'm going to lose all my pictures. Everything's going to wipe out, so I don't. So I'm actually not really familiar, but the emojis seem good to me. I like that there's more diversity. But the Snapchat is just you explaining it confused me to no end. So I'm just like, okay, I don't know.
I literally had to Google it to know what it meant.
Yeah.
I was confused.
Yeah.
So I know what you mean.
Thanks, Haley. When we return, Matt Hagee has your sports report. Stay tuned.
Stay connected with CUTV. Subscribe to us on YouTube for new videos. Follow us on Twitter for status updates. Like us on Facebook for updates, videos, and more. CUTV social media. Get connected, stay connected.
One decision, endless possibilities. California University of Pennsylvania opens your mind to more than 130 programs of study. Programs that matter to education, to healthcare, to technology, to the future of our world. California University of Pennsylvania, because the world is waiting for you.
Visit or apply online. calu.edu.
Stay connected with CUTV. Subscribe to us on YouTube for new videos. Follow us on Twitter for status updates. Like us on Facebook for updates, videos, and more. CUTV social media. Get connected, stay connected.
So, April,
Yeah?
you know your charger's still using energy when it's plugged into the wall, right?
Yeah, but that's not my charger. I don't even have a cell phone.
Millions of kids are using their energy wisely. What's your excuse?
Welcome back to CUTV Newscenter. I'm Matt Hagee with your sports report. With the season hitting its midway point, the Cal U baseball team continued its rise from a slow start Tuesday as they faced off in a non-league game against Alderson Broaddus. It was another high-scoring affair, but the Vulcans came away with the 14-9 win over the Battlers. David Marcus led the way for the Vulcans as he went 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored as he continues his breakout season. Matt Peters added 2 hits, an RBI, and came across the plate 4 times. Pitching was not at its finest, but Cam Maxey pitched 2 2/3 innings of shutout baseball to pick up his first win of the season. Earlier, I had a chance to talk to head coach Mike Conti on the win and the season as it stands now.
Continue with the trend that we're seeing with a tremendous offense, and we've been able to manage some defensive moves and some pitching moves. Obviously, on Tuesday, we needed to do that because they put up a lot of runs. So it came out a little bit of a football score at 14-9. But I was really pleased with the way the offense bounced back. We had a couple of real big innings, which helped because I think they had 3 3-run innings, and our offense met the challenge.
Vulcans fans should be excited as the team makes their final push towards the playoffs.
Well, I think it's interesting to watch how much power is being exhibited right now by the offense. Usually we were a stolen base school, and I think right now we're about even with stolen bases and home runs. I believe we have 30 home runs right now, which is atypical of the recent years, watching the trends in college baseball. But if you watch across the board in college baseball right now, home runs are up. So offense is a lot of fun right now.
Now changing sports, the Cal U softball team has hit a bad patch with Mother Nature as the Vulcans have not had their last 6 contests since it was postponed and not played in a week ago against the Mercyhurst Lakers. The two teams were only able to play 1 game that day as the second game of the doubleheader was suspended due to rain, but in the first game, California ran all over the Lakers for a 10-2 victory. Katie Finley led the offense with 3 hits, 2 RBI, and 2 runs scored. Shelby Hyde went perfect at the plate, going 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and also 2 runs scored. The Vulcans ace Alex Segal picked up her 7th win of the season by going 5 innings and striking out 7. Still looking to add to their 5-game winning streak, California will hit the road this weekend and hope for better luck with the weather when they will face Slippery Rock on Friday and Edinburgh on Saturday. While baseball season at Cal is in full swing, local high schools in southwestern Pennsylvania have also began to get their baseball seasons underway as well. Some of the local teams in the Cal U area have big expectations for their seasons, and now we will take a look at the season standings so far. We will start in Quad A with Whippeal Section 2. As you can see, the Norwin Knights currently lead in the standings so far, with Hempfield close behind. The team we are focusing on here is the Connellsville Falcons, as they currently sit in third place behind the two leaders with just one game out of first place. Now moving on to AAA as we look at Section 4 of the classification in the Whippeal. West Mifflin currently paces the group with a perfect record in the conference and the best overall record as well. Local Mon Valley teams like Bell Vernon and Elizabeth Ford look to stay at pace with the Titans much of the season to go, while the two Uniontown schools and Ringgold look to score their first wins of the season and try to make a rise in the standings. In AA, Section 2 contains some very talented squads. As you can see, Chartiers Houston and Wash High lead the way with a 2-0 mark in the section. But the story here are the perfect 4-0 Brownsville Falcons that are the only unbeaten team left in this section, but due to just playing one league game, they sit in third. Best Center, who has been known for having a solid program, sit currently at 500 with first place just out of their reach. And finally, we will take a look at Section 1 of Single A. And here, none of the teams in this section have played each other yet, which has allowed Carmichael's to sit currently at the top of the section undefeated. All eyes are focused on the California Trojans this season as they look to contend for the state title after falling one win short of making the state final last season. The Trojans came into the season ranked highly in the entire Whippeal Single A and have started out hot with a 5-1 record, with that lone loss coming to Mount Pleasant, who plays 2 classifications up from them. And guys, mentioned before there, spring's here, baseball season's back. It's a really great time of the year. It's one of my favorites.
Right, I'm really excited to get to go to the baseball games and watch the guys play.
Honestly, I watched a lot of baseball last summer, so I'm probably going to start this season off kind of slow, maybe ease my way in, watch a few games here and there, but I think by the end of the summer, I'll have had my fill of baseball again.
Yeah, both you and I both work for Eastern League teams, Altoona Curve. I work for the Reading Fightins. This will be my 4th season with the team, and actually minor league baseball is opening today here on April 9th, so it'll be exciting to join the major leagues that started on Sunday with the Cubs and the Cardinals.
Thanks, Matt. That will do it for this week's edition of Newscenter.
Be sure to check out our YouTube channel at CUTV News Center.
Thanks for watching and have a great week.